Welcome back once again. We're still coming to you live from St. Dominic's School for Girls right here in Johannesburg, South Africa. It is the symposium of COMSAM. It started already on Friday, the 23rd of May, ending on Sunday, on Africa Day, of course. But now standing with me, His Eminence, Cardinal Ambongo. It's great to have you here in South Africa. Welcome. And thank you so much for your talks, your presentations on the Synod on Synodality. But before you even go into it, how do you feel being here in South Africa? It is Africa Month.
I'm very happy to be here. For this symposium of the religious of the whole Africa. I was invited as the president of the SECAM to share my experience of Synod. I'm here because a Synod talk about the changing we need in the church. We have to change. The church have to change its way of being church. Because of that, this changing is true also for the religious life. In Africa, religious are we have many congregations, but the way we have to go ahead with the religious life in Africa need a change, because everything changed around us. I'm here in behalf of all bishops to share, to talk with religious.
Thank you very much for your very powerful presentation with regards to the Synod on Synodality. As you said, there are so many who are still not on board when it comes to implementing Synod on Synodality. What is your message for those that are still not on board, that are still not implementing, yet we are living the implementation phase of the Synod on Synodality?
That's true. It's not easy to get people together for implementation of the Synod, mainly the priest. So I can say, if you want to go ahead with synodality, with the spirit of synodality, we have to change ourselves. We need conversion, yeah, what we called a synodal conversion. We need to change.
But now, Cardinal Ambongo, during these 2 days, we've heard many different presentations, but I think one of the strongest one as well, apart from yours, was the one on Africa, the social, political issues that Africa faces as a continent. You yourself have written a lot about what's happening in Africa in terms of mineral resources being the root cause of so many wars. So this was emphasized here, the role of religious when it comes to these socio-political issues that, or rather challenges that are faced in Africa. What are your words?
The first mission, vocation of religious life is to bring the good news to people. to go to bring evangelization to people. But if you saw today, we look at the situation in Africa, many of our brothers and sisters are suffering because of injustices or war, poverty, hunger, everything, and bad government in Africa. If we want to bring the good news to people, we cannot talk about Jesus and not look at this reality of people. So religious people, religious life in Africa have to take care also on this reality. If people is suffering, religious have to be with these, together with these people, and to help these people to cut off this situation and to bring people free from all of those bad situations. So, as I said today, you cannot say you are religious in Africa and you are not together with people who try to get freedom, to get a new life for his future.
Now, you just recently returned from Rome, where you were at the conclave electing a new pope. Now, we all know that Pope Leo XIV, who, by the way, was at the synod with you and other delegates, we know that he has been to Africa, to different parts in Africa. He's been a missionary bishop prior to becoming cardinal and eventually being elected the new pope. What are your hopes with his papacy, especially in relation to Africa?
I hope, I'm a little bit sure that he will continue the political of the Pope Francis about Africa. Because the first word he pronounced after his election was the peace, the peace. And he is ready to help us to go ahead with what we are doing now in Africa for liberation of people. I think something will change in his politics, but I'm a little bit sure he was there as prefect of the congregation of the bishop, and he participated together with us to the synod. He shared with us what we did during the synod. I'm almost sure that he will continue with the way the Pope Francis did. Yeah.
And now finally, tomorrow is Africa Day. It comes on such an occasion that we have so many religious sisters, so many priests here from Africa, including yourself, to be celebrating Mass on Africa Day in a very historic church, which is Regina Mundi, that played a key role during the apartheid regime. What are your words to those who are following us from Africa and beyond Africa as we come together tomorrow to celebrate Africa Day?
I'm happy to be here and tomorrow to share Eucharisty with people. Africa is a continent is suffering, but we need the help of the God, and the Mother of God can help us in our job. So going there tomorrow with all the religions in Africa to pray in this parish of the Regina Mundi in Soweto, for us is a very good experience. What I can say to the people now is to be in communion with us tomorrow, to pray for the peace in Africa, to pray for a real development of our continent for all African people.
Cardinal Ambongo, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the symposium.
Thank you very much.
So there you go. That was the president of SECAM, Cardinal Fridolin Ambongo, who is here at the symposium, the COMSAM Symposium, celebrating these moments or having dialogues and listening to the religious men and women that are gathered here at St. Dominic's School for Girls.